Good Tasmanian morning to all you guys out there. If you are new here, I'm Patricia. Gustavo is my mysterious boyfriend. I swear, if I keep doing the intro without him, people are gonna think he's like not my boyfriend anymore. He's just this figment of my imagination. Make sure you hit the Tasmanian button to subscribe, hit the bell button, turn on your post notifications, and join the mob. It is early as balls, and Gustavo is working a really heavy shift. We had a snowstorm yesterday, so he got called in, and I'm just here by myself. Well, not really. Hi everyone. In celebration of Valentine's Day, I thought I'd do something a little bit more intimate, even though, you know, people on the internet and in the world have mixed feelings about sharing your life online and certain moments and X, Y, and Z and whatever. But to each his own, of course. So last year, Gustavo wrote me the cutest love letter ever, and I obviously got creative with it and I put it inside of our adventure book. If you haven't watched that video, you should go do that if you have time. But of course, I asked him permission first before making this video if I could share the love letter that he wrote me with all of you. I find that this could be maybe a little bit of inspiration if you don't know what to kind of say to your loved one, or if you're obviously just following along with our journey together. I've always been a person who loves like that old type of love, you know, with like sending letters, writing letters. I really do love those things, and I've told Gustavo that whenever he actually takes the time to write me a letter, it's the most meaningful thing ever, and I cherish it beyond words. And for that to be shown to our children one day, I feel that could implement such a different type of love in them. I'm kind of debating on whether I should turn on the light or not, but I don't really want to turn on the light, so we're just gonna stay in the dark. This is my adventure book, and I'm gonna open it, and I'm going to read you guys the first ever love letter that Gustavo wrote me a year ago today. So this is what it looks like. He wrote it in his journal and then ripped it out of the journal. I think it's like 8 pages. They're really short, so don't worry, I won't bore you. Let me turn off Gustavo's air purifier because I think that's what's making that like shh noise in the background, so you guys can hear me better. Oh my god, it's so much better. Sorry, I should have turned that off before. I'm so excited. Okay, let me see. Hopefully they're still in order. Okay, hold on. I feel like the lighting is really bad. You can kind of see me a bit better now with this lighting. This is how it starts off. My letter to you. Patricia Mary Lamanna, my Tasmanian devil, the queen to my kingdom, my lemur queen, Snugglepuss, my little rascal. You have come into my life, shining a light onto a map that I have been trying to read in the darkness. By the way, I am the map and you are the light. The obscene nerve you have is precisely what stood out to me when I first met you. Right away, I felt a sense of freedom coming from your mindset that I had yet to endure. I was very good at justifying things in my life to a point of inaction, always wondering what else I was missing, not realizing that fear was still driving my decisions more than anything. I thought that I was in control, but boy was I wrong. Then you came along. Calm down. You called me out right and center. I think it was in one of the letters you wrote to me where you commented on me trying to hide something I didn't want to acknowledge. You were absolutely right. For someone who speaks so highly of perspective, I definitely needed some. Do you know what your name means, Patricia? It means noble, nobility, the quality of being noble in character, mind, birth, or rank, having or showing fine personal qualities or high moral principles and ideals. To your core, I cannot see a more precise description of who you truly are. I actually might cry. Someone who believes in care for others. Someone who empowers without expectation. Someone who shares curiosity with the world to further improve and contribute. You are relentless, determined, respectable, well-mannered, nurturing, patient, kind, compassionate, and so much more. Courageous, honorable, optimistic, humble, and extremely confident. I had to write those in capital letters because it sounds louder, so the back of your brain could hear it. You have single-handedly taught me the power behind movement without fear. Ferocious and consistent action leads to undeniable results, and you are nothing short of fulfilling that mark. The power you give me as a man is something I know every man out there is longing for. I cannot believe I found it and found you. Your love is like a pine cone from a pine tree, a beautiful object which holds such a unique formation with an endless opportunity to exploit its nature within. With self-reproducing cells, it can further grow into creating more pine trees all over the forest. And let's not forget the sweetness of the maple syrup that lies in between its cracks. It never ceases to expand and spread cones all over the place. You always know when a pine tree is nearby because of the enormous amount of pine cones in the area. I want to taste your sweetness every day, like I need it to survive. And no, I don't mean that. I can't read that part. Use your imagination. Gustavo! I forgot he put that in there. Lord have mercy. Sorry, Mom. I want to flow through the river for our love, and together swim around all of the rocks and the barriers. If the story of life is one long process of simply just being, then there is no one else I could ever simply be with instead. Like, are you kidding? This is the best thing I have in my life, I swear. This letter, not him. Everyone around us strictly focuses on what's in it for them. And to some extent, that's simply how life just goes. And that's okay. I think most people just struggle with communicating that. Even between us, we are both aware of what we do for each other and what we hope will continue happening over time. But I want us to both understand that we will change. It's the inevitable, sometimes more towards a direction in which we may not be in agreement on, and that's also okay. The core principle to focus on is to always maintain open communication and always ask questions before giving opinions. And he circled that. So cute. I've also had to learn this the hard way. By doing so, we create a runway in which we can now run on. Imagine a plane trying to take off without first building the runway. The plane probably took 1,000 more times to plan and create, but without the runways, they're useless. Communication is the runway to all relationships. Oh my God, his mind in words is just the most beautiful thing I've ever witnessed in my life. Verbal, written, body, and action. These are all the types of communication. We use them all every day in different times for different purposes. Figure out your own strength within them and utilize it to your best capabilities. All this to say, if you're ever not sure of my intentions, the direction of our relationship, or just feel like we're not on the same page anymore, communicate whichever way you know best. Oh my God, I love him. I have learned the most simple things in life are usually the ones that answer the most complicated questions. I want to be there for you every step of every path, every mistake, every success, every clash, every moment of uncertainty, in your worst and in your best. It is an undying commitment that as long as we are both honest and patient with each other and with proper communication, we make constant progress. There is truly nothing we cannot do together. And a beautiful house over the waterfall will only be the beginning to our spectacular story of adventures. The world I have with you is truly our oyster. Let's indulge, shall we? I love you, Gustavo. Oh my God. Oh my God. Guys, I can promise you that when I asked for a love letter, I did not expect something like this. This is one of my most prized possessions. And want to know the best part about this letter? I can take it with me wherever I go, even to my grave. That right there is priceless. This has some of the most heartfelt things that have ever been said to me in my entire existence on this earth. We've only been together for a year and a bit, but it feels like an eternity, because I just can't believe how well we just click. How we're so understanding of each other when we make mistakes, or we're not patient enough, or we accidentally hurt each other unintentionally. But at the end of the day, we're just so understanding that who we are for each other and us together and our love is worth so much greater than, oh babe, you forgot to do this. I asked you to do this and you didn't do it. Fighting over stupid things that don't matter in this lifetime. It doesn't matter who you are, where you're from, what videos you watch, or what people inspire you. Every relationship you see online or offline has its issues, has its challenges, has its conflicts. But to truly and deeply know if that relationship is healthy, you must take the time to dissect it yourself. Gustavo is the best life partner I've ever had. Not like I've had many, but he makes up all that time waiting for that special person. And if it wasn't already obvious, I am so deeply in love with this man. It's not about the money, it's not about the content, it's about us. We just feel like intertwined, connected. Who we are together is better than who we are apart. I cannot truly see life without him. I cannot. Being able to have children with him would be such a blessing. To have and own our own home one day will be such a blessing as well. I know that social media is filled with a lot of lies and bullshit, but I hope that through the platform that I've been so privileged enough, that we've been so privileged enough to have, that we can hopefully one day be able to provide our kids with the same life, if not a better one, than we've had. To think that we could make an income from showcasing our lives online was definitely unimaginable to me. But what I can promise is that I hope you know that all of you out there who are not only supporting us, you will be supporting our future children as well. And when they get to their early stages of adulthood, to be able to fund their creative side, their passions, their dreams through all of you, I hope you know that it'll be because of all of you. That is definitely one of our dreams through YouTube, of course, as well as just, creating memories that we love sharing with you guys. I see it more like just making home movies more than anything. And the bonus is that we get to create a community along with it. At the end of the day, everyone's gonna judge no matter whether you do good or bad. So just do it anyways, right? I love you guys so much. We love you guys so much. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate your support. I hope that even if you don't have a Valentine, you are taking this time to love yourself, to learn to love yourself, or just taking the time to self-focus on things that involve you. Because if you can't love yourself, you won't be able to love anybody else. I love you guys so much. Don't hesitate to spread some love today, okay? Or any other day. Ciao, ciao. See you in the next video.